Yo, what's up my guys? Welcome back to another video. Today, I'm going to tell you how I built all this muscle. All this muscle. I don't know if you can see. I'm shredded, I'm big. And I did all this only using one crooked barbell. If you're new to the channel, make sure you like, make sure you subscribe. Let's jump into it. So my guys, I have always wanted to get in shape, to be fit, especially, let me show you, especially this line here. I wanted to build this line here. It signaled, I don't know, something subconscious. I always wanted to have a chest that had separated itself. But as usual, exercising is so hard. It's so painful at the beginning. And this is something that deterred me from actually pushing myself. So every time I would start, maybe working out a little, and that is push-ups. I'm broke. I can't afford a gym membership. And I can tell you, if you're broke, gym membership, you just want to know where your next meal is coming. And so, when I started doing all these bodyweight push-ups, they were too hard for me. So, all I did was just eat junk food and smoke weed all day. I was just a degenerate, a stupid degenerate guy. And then, one day, I saw a barbell. It was a small barbell from my friend had it. It was just lying around at their place, doing nothing. So I asked him, hey, why don't I, keep this thing at my place? If you ever need it, I'll just give it to you. And that is when I started my fitness journey. And I can tell you, I was not serious at first, just like any other guy who is trying to pursue fitness. And I know, if you're trying to pursue fitness right now, and you don't have a very big why, then you'll fail. I can tell you you'll fail, because I tried for some months. I tried working out and I failed miserably. But then I was not getting any women. I was not getting any bitches. So I was just this sexless guy who was always horny, constantly horny, and chasing all these women, and I was getting nowhere. So I turned to YouTube and looking for advice. How do I get women? How do I get women? And then I saw this guy. His name is Fitex Fearless. Man, thanks Fitex Fearless, because he transformed my life. You see, this is a guy who I wanted to be like. That is in terms of, he had everything I wanted. He had especially the muscles. So this is a guy he's from Africa like me, and he's shown and proven that just because you're in a third world country doesn't mean that, you have to act like that. It's just a name. And he had a successful channel. He had all these things that I wanted. And what he was preaching at that time, I remember, was get to the gym. You're not putting in enough work. Get to the gym and put in the work. And I was like, get to the gym. So I remember it coincided with the time we were moving from our place. So I had just joined this organization and I was making a bit of some money, and we were living in this shack. It's a shack because I was not proud of where I was living, and I was doing all these things trying to improve my life, but well, I was still a degenerate. I was not focused. I didn't know how to channel my energy towards the correct skills and habits. So this time we moved into a nicer place. It's still a studio. Nothing, it was just a square room, but at least it had nice ceilings and a nice floor, which is all I wanted, because now I knew I had a nice place. So the only thing I have to do is get a nice bed and start using the bed very, very thoroughly. You know what I mean? So, as I'm watching this guy, he's talking about, guys, women will always gravitate towards men who show traits that are, traits for success, and physical traits that, that trigger success or that trigger respect and all these things is, first of all, you need to be fit. Like, you need to have a good physical presence and people will respect you. At that time, no one was respecting me. I was just a simp, a nice guy who is, trying to impress everyone, trying to make everyone happy, and while inside I'm miserable. So I thought to myself, I have this barbell here. Why not start pushing myself? And I set a program. Every day at 5, I would, I started with just arms. So I started lifting the weight, 10 reps, 20 reps. No, 10 reps, 2 sets. And I did that for quite some time, maybe a month. And I saw this, I don't know if you can see it right now with the lighting and whatever, but I saw a small outline of my tricep. And I'm telling you, guys, if you're starting fitness, just work out until you see a little progress, because that is the catalyst. Guys, once I saw that I could transform my body, because I was just this guy who was flabby. And I remember this chick once told me, yeah, you are big because you have a lot of fat. So she basically called me fat. And man, you might think you don't care about these things, but wait until someone that actually matters tells you that you are fat, that you are ugly, that you look like a woman. These things actually wake you up. And now I started working out regularly. As you can see in this video here, I am doing my bench presses. And guys, I started just with the upper body. I was doing bench presses. So if you are struggling with working out, I can tell you these exercises that gave me the motivation. I started with bench presses, and then I had, that was for my chest, curls and close grip bench presses for my triceps and dips. Simple. I didn't even do legs. I didn't even do any abs. That is all I was doing. Arms and chest. That is all I wanted. And then this is when I was watching these body language videos to understand how to carry myself. And for like 6 months I was walking like a bouncer, because I didn't know that puffing your chest was different from rolling your shoulders back. So I was this guy who was always looking like I want to beat people. People, I remember this guy once told me, you look like you're going to war. And well, if you don't do the extremes, you never know where the correct line lies. Anyway, so as I was doing all these things, I remember it was for like 3 months. I was starting to see some results. Now, all the fat in my, not all, but some of the fat that was in my arm was turning to muscle. Now, all I was just imagining, I had this goal of, I want to see all the cuts. I want to see every striation of the muscle. If I can push myself and see all the striations, then I'll feel like a successful guy. And that was my motivation every single day. But deep down, my motivation was to get girls. I just wanted to build an aesthetic body to get girls. For a whole year, I just used this barbell. But one thing, I noticed that I was growing my upper body and I was not growing my lower body. I still had weak legs. So I had to incorporate leg exercises. And that is the worst. Unless you're a psycho who enjoys pain. That was the worst. I'm telling you, the first time I did squats, oh my god, I couldn't climb stairs. I couldn't do anything that required my legs. Even sitting down was a problem. But then you need to, well, in my mind, I understood that, hey, there's no way you can have a strong upper body and a weak lower body. That's nonsense. So I started putting in the work. I remember I was going to school. I was in campus. So I'm going to school, and then after classes, I make sure by 5 I'm at home so that I can get it over with. 5 to 6, that was my hell. 5 to 6. I wake up. No, I come from school. I especially doing legs, and I was doing it twice a week. Sometimes I would cry. I would be doing the squats and tears just rolling my eyes. Guys, it has not been easy, but oh my goodness, the feeling after. I did not enjoy it, but the feeling after, that was the most enjoyable thing, because it used to push me throughout the week. I'm feeling the pain in the leg, but I'm feeling a bit better. Every time I'm feeling pain in my legs, I knew I'm getting better. And that is why they say no pain, no gain. As long as you're not feeling any pain, any discomfort, you're not growing. That was my philosophy. And then, well, I started backsliding. And I know you will do too. Because it's not something that not many people enjoy working out. You do it because it pushes your limits, but not many people enjoy working out. And this is it's beginning. I'm still a beginner. I can't even bench press 40 kgs well. So I decided to ask my neighbor. I asked around for some guys. I told them, hey guys, I have this barbell here. Would you want to work out? I asked like 6, 7 guys, but only one guy wanted, and we started doing this thing daily. Oh my god, this is when I started to see the transformation. I started to see, my lower chest started to develop. I started to see the biceps grow. And my back. Guys, especially your back. If you see a very sexy back, it gives you this motivation, and you're like, let's do it. Let's go. And then this guy, I remember, this guy used to motivate me because he could never quit. Even if it was the most challenging set, he was ready to go. Let's go. And that is one quality of a gym partner that, it's hard to find. I've never found a guy who was like that. You find guys who you work out, and when both of you get tired, you give up rather than pushing each other. So, guys, it was simple because I think this is the takeaway. When you have a barbell, or when you just don't have anything resource, when you don't have the money to go to the gym, that is not an excuse that you have to use, because I can tell you, I am here because I was able to craft my body, and I'm not there, but I am here because I was able to instill that discipline in me to build and stay consistent doing something that is utterly painful to your body, but you still do it because you know there is a great reward in the future. The reward is being in shape. Guys, I can tell you there are plenty of many successful feelings out here, but the feeling of being in shape, when you go out there, you are in the top 10% of guys, because it's only the 10% of guys who work out consistently. That is, they do it in a way that pushes them, not let me go to the gym and trick my brain that I'm working out. When you put in, you actually push yourself. It's not many guys who do it. This is why, guys, this is why I'm here. This is why I can attribute all these things that I have to working out. The discipline that I have, the knowledge that I have, the money that I'm making. Women. I started for women. And right now, I'm not even that stoked about women. But thank you. If you're a woman watching this video, thank you. It was because of you that I am here. And yeah, right now, I'm not giving you any attention. Well, I am giving you attention, but meh. So my guys, you need to work out. Anyway, hopefully you got some value from today's video. Make sure you like, make sure you subscribe. Watch this video, and yeah, see you in the next video. Peace out.